Yeah, I mean, I think there's just like a balance whenever it comes to that. Obviously, my social media platform is a lot bigger than, a lot of other people. So being able to speak on this topic was really important for me because I know if it was hard for me to talk about, then it's hard for a lot of other people to talk about. And I just wanted to help others the most that I could. I mean, talking about it, I feel like has been just super beneficial in ways like I'm still learning about it, and I know a lot of other people are. So it's just really good to speak about it. But when it comes to talking about it on my platforms and knowing what to share and what not to share, it gets a little bit dicey because like I get questions all the time about like what it actually is and stuff like that. But it's like that's where I like know to keep it kind of off just because I know people have to
Hmm.
make their own assumptions and things like that. And when it gets to where people are trying to tell me what I can and can't do with my life, that's where I kind of like draw the line. I always knew I wanted to share my story, but it was also really important for me to partner with the American Kidney Fund because I just wanted to raise more awareness to kidney diseases. And also, they just impacted the kidney community so much, but also just trying to kind of emphasize how important it is to advocate for yourself was another big reason why I wanted to do it. But I really wanted to share my story in my own way. Yeah, and I think that's why it makes this experience so much more special because if you know me, you know I'm really shy. I kind of just like do what other people say. And so like speaking up for myself when I was like really scared, not even knowing what was going on because for one, I'm not a doctor. I was just kind of like assuming from my Google search that something was wrong with my kidneys. So speaking up and asking my doctor, like, can we please like take a look at this one more time? Like, it's not allergies. Like, I know you're a doctor, but I am feeling this. And it just really took a lot to get to where we are now, but I'm so grateful that I did. And also to be sitting here talking about it with LaVarn has been such an amazing experience. And she's the person to go to if you want to learn everything about your kidneys. So, yeah.
When I hear her story, especially, that she knew something was wrong and how she advocated for it. If you've ever yourself been diagnosed with a serious condition or a family member has, it's hard even for any of us to be able to push back on the doctors because we think of the doctors as being all knowing, and they are great, but they're not all knowing, and we have to work as a team, which means that, the patient or those advocating on behalf of the patient have to really continue to delve to find the answers. And that's what's really so special about our Know Your Kidneys effort, because we're trying to give patients and families some information, some resources that they can use to do a preliminary assessment of their health, and then actually some interactive talking points that they can take to their doctor and say, doctor, this isn't quite right with me. I know what you're saying, but we need to go further here. That is so important, and it is so difficult to do. And it puts me really in admiration of Suni that she did that, and especially as a young person. Kidney disease, to answer the second part of your question, is very prevalent in this country. About 1 in 7 people have some stage of kidney disease. And it can be caused by high blood pressure and diabetes. But as in Suni's case, it can also be caused by rare genetic conditions. Infections can also play a role. And sometimes we don't know the cause. But the thing that is also an awful lot of hope, and again, it goes back to Suni's case, is that the earlier that you determine that something is wrong here and that you can develop a treatment plan and work with your healthcare providers to adhere to that treatment plan. Maybe it means some changes in diet or some changes, new medications and exercise, those kinds of things. But you don't have to give up on your dreams. You can continue to pursue those. You just have to work at it really hard sometimes, as Suni did.